afternoon and welcome to Plymouth, New Hampshire and Plymouth Regional High School for the start of the 2019-2020 Bobcat athletic season. Hello everyone, I'm Dan Salzer as we welcome you to Granite State Sports Network and Pemmy Baker's TV coverage of today's NHIAA Boys Division II soccer matchup featuring the Bobcats of Plymouth Regional High School and the Eagles of Kennett High School. Plymouth is coming off of back-to-back winning record seasons, finishing 2018 8-7-1 before falling to Bow in the first round of the NHIAA tournament last year. And a matchup against the Eagles, a team still looking to rebuild after going 1-14 last year. Looking at their warm-ups, good height, good awareness. We'll see if they can put it all together here in 2019 to get their season underway. Both teams about a week and a half to get ready, so not a lot of time to prepare and really get those systems down. That it'll take a week or two, so it might be kind of a lot of dump and runs to start. Who can outrun each other, who has the endurance in the second half will be the key factors here today. Jesse Elderkin back at the helm of the Bobcats here in 2019. Gets his team fired up right now on the right of your screen. Bobcats will be in their home blue uniforms. Kennett will be in their road whites here. 40 minutes on the clock. We'll see what's going to happen. It's going to be a good matchup. It really, you've got to find your pace early on. Who is going to make those 1-2 touches cleanly through the midfield and get the attacking set up? Whose defense is going to waver first and kind of not allow that offside trap to happen? So a lot of questions for both sides here this afternoon as we get set again for the start of the 2019 season and our first broadcast of the year here on Pemmy Baker TV and Granite State Sports Network, powered by NFHS Network. Can catch select Bobcat games live all season long and all year long here on the NFHS Network. Starting 11 will meet one last time. You've put the practices in. Now we'll see what each team is made of. Both teams have had talent in the past to make some deep runs, but it all starts here today. Who's going to get out to an early 1-0 record, and who needs to find a little bit more in the practices and build off of it as the season goes on? Kennett won the toss just before we went on the air. They will kick off here and go left to right across your screen, and we're underway in the season opener. Lobbed forward, quick attack sent out to the far side for Hill. Good passing by the Eagles early on, but equal pressure by the Bobcats to cut it off there. Fogarty trying to find help in the midfield. Busolari with a step in, had it knocked away for a second. Nice step over in the middle by Green. Worked out to the near side. Busolari will work back to his defense. Hickson hits that one out of play, trying to find help on this left side. Casarino was the intended target. Tic-tac-toe, bouncing around in the midfield. Cleared from just away from the 18. Centering pass through as Miller will come off his line and gather it up at the top of the 18 and work it out the far side with Pratt. Quickly stepped up on, though, and cleared out of play. Beautiful day here in Plymouth, New Hampshire. Not too hot, not too humid for really the first time all summer. So perfect weather to start this season. To Kennett's defensive line for the first time here today. So try to work it out to the near side. Zero has his clearance knocked out of play. He'll go for the throw-in. Knocked around the middle. Casarino trying to knee that one down. Nice little heel flick there in the middle. Busolari trying to set it up. Tack outside the 6. Big aggressive save and a whistle. And it looks like it just went out of play off of Kennett, so it'll be a corner kick for the Bobcats. First corner kick of the season. Initially a great save by Riley Murphy in net for the Eagles. Top of the 6, through everybody though, a beautifully placed ball. Dumped in by Hickson, through everybody, far side. Bobcats can't pull the trigger. It's cleared out of the box. So deflect out of play on the far side of the field. Cross coming in, top of the 6, cleared off by Eastwood. There for the Eagles. 0 takes a shoulder, or takes a hip there on the play. Advantage called. Bobcats regain control in midfield. Quick touched over the top, headed on though. Girard can't find an intended target. Casarino under pressure, leaving off for Girard, too far away from him. Bobcats trying to get the passes going. Nice through the legs there. Tack on the left. Girard has it tipped down and will go for the second corner kick of the game for Plymouth Regional. Plymouth stacked up far side. This one lobbed in towards the back post. Wide open header attempt. Missed there by Pratt. He was all alone. Driven in along the end line. Flicked straight up into the air by Girard and gathered nicely out of the sky there by Murphy. Murphy will roll it out to his defense on the left. Good step up by the Bobcats. And a foul here. Santiago Ciro, the senior, committing the foul. "35 yards out, 40 yards out here for the Bobcats. Busolari bending ball, and on the free kick to tap, Murphy will easily handle that one in net. Murphy, a senior captain for the Eagles this season. Turned over. Casarino past 2 defenders. Loses a handle on it. Will leave it off near side. Fogarty trying to find help inside by the penalty spot. Cleared away nicely by Kennett, but stolen right back. Solari over the chop, trying to find a run. And Murphy will gather it up easily. So attempts on here in the opening 5.5 minutes. And if you're new to high school soccer, 40-minute halves in the NHIAA. Second attack on here for Kennett. Couldn't set this one up as it's cleared well out to midfield. Girard in talks here with Casarino. He'll chip this one in the box. Clear it out near side. Bobcats really liking this left side attack here in the first half as this one's flicked out of play. Cole Bradley couldn't get a clean touch. It's sent out of play. Once again, throw in here for Plymouth. Fogarty offers defense with Hickson. His pass broken up. Eagles have it at midfield, and an errant pass given right back over, though, to the Bobcats. It's Jackson Gordon, one of the captains for the Eagles. With that turnover, Kennett Trying to work with their defense. Stolen away. A shot blocked nicely. Good leg there by Nordwick. Gordon knocks it forward. Knocked around at midfield. Stolen away nicely by the Eagles. Bobcats wanted a foul call to no avail, but they have possession. Here comes an attack here by Plymouth. And a little shoulder charge there by Jackson Gordon. A foul just outside the 18. Murphy looking for 4 in the wall here for his Eagles. It's close, almost worth 5 in the wall there from that angle and that distance. Carpenter lining up on it, leaves it off. Low little dribbler under the wall, but Murphy sees it all the way and no problem for him. 0. Trying to turn the Jets on. Hickson able to fend him off. Sent into the corner by the Eagles. 0. End line trying to find a break up at the top of the 18. It's stolen away by Plymouth. Both teams just trying to get these first game jitters out. Huge run to the sideline. Good effort by Wingstead. Zero wasn't expecting that pass. Busolari shot from distance, and it will just trickle out for a goal kick. Coming up on 9 minutes here into the first half. Scoreless first half in this season opener. Good crowd here on the hillside at Plymouth Regional. Murphy with a short kick, but it's one touch out of play by Casarino. Big throw over everyone. Knocked down easily there by Hickson. He'll play it back to his D. This will be cleared up to midfield. Instead, will try to flick it on with the head. Good passing here by Plymouth into the corner. Casarino gets the cross in. Loose ball. Pratt still has possession. Driven back post, and this one will just miss for a goal kick. Good effort here by the Bobcats. Trying to find the first goal of 2019. Really impressed with how Kennett has been able to work on that weak side. Help out Murphy and net. Goal kick knocked down. 50-50 here in midfield. Hickson going to switch attack angles here. Heavy touch, stolen away though. Gordon to the middle. Gordon left foot, one-timer, and a nice save by Miller and net. Saw it all the way and no rebound. Snowden Schmidt with a good setup there for the Eagles. Sent back over the top. Just kept in the touchline. Busolari over the top. Foot race into the corner. Casarino one-on-one, looking for some help. Leaves it off. Girard back to Casarino. Down low, nice save by Murphy. And falls on the rebound. He has been busy here in the opening 11 and a half minutes. Eagles have in the midfield, now stolen away by Plymouth. Pratt Has it to the far side. Slides this one to the middle. Wingstick couldn't pull the trigger. Back out to Pratt, trying to play a 1-2. And Kennett will clear it back up to midfield. Just seems that Kennett really right now trying to pack in defensively. All 11 on their half of the field, but once they get going, they have a solid counterattack. Had some beautiful chances here in the opening minutes, headed on and easily grabbed by Murphy. But it's how the Eagles can progress here in weathering this attack here by Plymouth. Working up near sideline. Casarino to the middle. Solari looking for the run on here, has a chance, shot and a save by Murphy. Big time save by the senior. Like to see Busolari get that one a little bit lower down by the ankle. It's more difficult for the goalies to get to, but take nothing away from Riley Murphy's save there. Quick restart here on the foul just over midfield. Gordon thought about pulling the trigger, cuts back, has a one-on-one, left foot shot, not a lot of power, and just misses the near post, and he's frustrated with himself. That's what Plymouth has to be careful of, the Eagles' counterattack abilities. Sub on, Riley Hayes will check in here for Kennett. Fogarty has it knocked off his foot. Schmidt trying to find Gordon, cleared away once again by the Bobcats defensive line. Hayes with some room to work. Steps past two defenders. Can't get past a third. Finally leaves it off for Schmidt. Gordon. 0, and that's going to be a handball here. Trying to play that with his shoulder, but a little bit too low down the arm. 25-36 left here in the first half, and it looks like their officials are going to talk with Plymouth about some accessories. Busolari having his wristband removed. And we'll get the restart over everyone's head, and we'll roll out a play. Was it touched? I'm going to say it was not, and we'll go to Kennett. Lifted near side, 50-50 ball, headed forward by Gordon. Foot race, trying to keep it in there is Hayes, and it will just roll out of play. Whistle here for some for Plymouth. Both teams trying to find that first goal. Cleared off the back line by Nordwick and out of play. We're going to sub. It's Anton Smith for Plymouth checking in. Nordwick has his clearance attempt deflected. So a deep throw in here for the Eagles. Hayes leaving it off for some help. Eastwood couldn't get it far, but has help in the middle. Miscommunication. Good recovery by Clark. Bobcats pinch off that counterattack in midfield. Loose ball headed on by Smith. Help on the near side. Bobcats a little bit too direct on their setups. Not a lot of movement across the line, so you're kind of having to wait up too much and allows the Eagles to thwart that attack. Quick up to Smith, trying to heel flick it far side. deflection on the clear upfield. Kennett still with possession. Sent forward. Cleared away. Scanned by Bergeron there, number 8. In the middle, and a foul and a push-off here committed by Hayes. Whistle on the restart. Officials will bring it a little bit further back over midfield. Too much of an advantage there for the Bobcats. Driven in low. Fogarty trying to find help. 1-2 touch here in the middle. Just too far out of the reach. The Busolari. Clark intercepted, leaves it off for Hayes. To Schmidt. Steps past one. Near a handball. Looked like the Bobcats got away with it. Casareno will keep it in on the touchline. Fogarty. Centering pass. Casareno trying to leave it off near side for Wingstead, who's kind of moved out to this left wing side. High defensive pressure by Wingstead. It will deflect out of play. And they're going to give it to Plymouth. Couple of subs here for Plymouth on this whistle. 21.5 minutes to go. Well, Golden will be one of them checking in. He'll take the throw here on the near side. Fogarty. Centering pass. Golden back to Fogarty. Almost too little of power. Nearly turned over. Gordon steps in. He's taken down. We're going to see if we have a card here. It's close. It's definitely going to be a foul call. And good position. Gordon slow to get up on the contact. Not quite last man back there on the foul by Plymouth, but sets up a good attack here for the Eagles. Four in the wall so far out. Hopefully it doesn't come back to haunt the Bobcats. Driven in and held on beautifully by Miller. He saw it all the way. Miller's going to launch this one out to midfield. Good punt by him, but it will roll out of play over by the Eagles bench. Attack on the left-hand side. Good job by the defense once again for Plymouth to clear it away from pressure. It's what you want to see early games. Not taking any chances, try to clear it up and make something into nothing. Just clear it away and allow your team to come back defensively and try to regain possession that way as they have done so. Drew in the middle. Can't find his intended target. Like Schmidt want to launch it from distance, has his shot blocked about 35 yards out. Cleared out near side and out of play. So you're looking for help on the throw-in. Finds Hayes. Hayes with a heavy touch, able to keep possession. Knocked around in the middle. Deflected there by Narducci, number 4. It's stolen right back. Numbers forward for Plymouth. Lifted into the box. Murphy overruns it. Loose ball, and it will end up for a corner kick by the looks of things. Now they're going to make it signal change to a goal kick. Rightfully so, but Murphy had the angle, just overran it. And he'll play the short goal kick here. Wingstead Gets past two, left in the middle. One shot off the crossbar and back out. Unlucky for Plymouth, trying to find the first goal this season. Girard had a golden opportunity. Pushed into the corner by Golden. To thank you all for joining us here on the NFHS Network with GSSN and Pemmy Baker TV. Murphy with a quick outlet to Zero. Quickly stepped up on, though. Golden finds Fogarty, leaves it off in midfield. Through ball, and Murphy comes off his line and covers it up. 17 minutes to go here in the first half, still scoreless in the season opener. Quick step up by Fogarty. Left side for Golden. That deflects off a defender and cleared out of the box by the Eagles. Busolari trying to find help. Has it stripped off his foot. Schmidt just sending on a run here on the left side. And again, some more great defense here by Plymouth to clear it away from pressure. It was Bryce Hill, number 9 on the left side, putting the run on for Kennett. Couldn't get the shot off. Counterattack by the Bobcats. Girard trying to get the cross in. This one's cleared away before it gets to Murphy. Kept in along the end line. Nordwick keeping it alive. And Murphy sees it all the way, lets it go out for a goal kick on the far side. Looks like the Bobcats are getting ready for another sub here. Plymouth again coming off of back-to-back winning records and falling in the first round of Bow last year, but have a chance to make a deep run here in 2019. Turned over to the Eagles. Given right back over the defensive line for Plymouth. Good. One-touch passing, left in, onside. Winkstead shot, score! Pete Winkstead gets the first goal this season for Plymouth, and it's 1-0 with 15 minutes to go. Again, it was kept onside. Talked about it just before kickoff, which defense was kind of going to fold first by dropping off too much, and two center defenders for the Eagles allowed Winkstead to stay on side, and he just poked it through down low. Unfortunate for Murphy, who's come up huge here in the first half for Kennett. But it's the Bobcats who have a 1-0 lead. Back underway. Headed out to the far side, kept alive by Plymouth. So you got to be careful, trying not to show off too much. Trying to get the clears. Clark nearly stole that away for the Eagles. Good step up in the midfield. Gordon. From distance, and a great save by Miller. It might have had eyes to the crossbar, but he's able to tip it up high. What a great shot from about 30 yards out there from Jackson Gordon, the senior captain, or one of the many captains for the Eagles. Nothing so far for Kennett to really worry about. Yes, they're down one, but they've been able to get their counterattack going here in the first half. Found a few balls over the top of the defensive line of Plymouth. Was unable to get that first touch after getting to it cleanly to set up a shot attempt. Turned over here, through a ball. Good defensive step up. Adrian Sherlock getting that left foot to prevent a breakaway. Here's another through ball to the left-hand side. Hill, one-on-one. Leave it off for Gordon. Can't step around his defender, but it's knocked over to Smith. Cleared away by Plymouth. Out to the center circle. Contact. No foul call. Advantage called instead. Wingstead, 1-on-2. Heavy touch to the middle from distance, but it's right at Murphy and net. And he'll come up with another save. Heel flick by Gordon. Cleared away once again. Nicely there by Green. Advantage called. Played into the corner. Good communication by the Eagles defensively. Sullivan will send that one out for a goal kick, but early on we saw Plymouth really working this left wing, this left side on their attacks, now really switching over to the right here in the closing moments of the first half. Couple of subs for both sides here with just under 11 minutes to go. Heavy first touch, read nicely by the Bobcats. A miscommunication on the far side. Be a turnover to the Eagles for a throw-in. Gordon trying to flick that one on. It went straight up instead. Just out of his reach. Over to Hickson. Good battle here. Gordon will win this one out at midfield. Flicks it over the top. Zero. Leaves it off for Gordon. Schmidt looking for a through ball. Has it just one pop off his foot. Hill was making a cut to the middle. Launched up field. Ty had to try to settle that one down. Flicks it off to a Eagles player, but finds it back on his foot. Out of the reach of Sullivan. Leaves it into the corner. Onside of the Bobcats. And it will roll out for a Kennett throw-in. Since the goal play is pretty much evened out here, you get those first jitters out of the way. Both teams have settled in nicely. Good tackle on the far side, sent up to the defensive line here for Plymouth. Golden trying to find some help. Schmidt one touch to Gordon, trying to spin away from pressure. Dribbled into a triple team. And Pratt will send it out to the far side. Big collision. No foul call. Dumped forward. Green will win that foot race out. About 8 minutes to go here in the first half. 1-0 Plymouth Regional out ahead over Kennett High School in the season opener in Division II here in the state of New Hampshire. Launch forward, Sullivan under pressure. And it will go for a Bobcat throw-in. Subs both sides here. Fans, head on down the alley to Biederman's Deli on Main Street in Plymouth, New Hampshire for your next dining experience. Open daily from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. and serving only the finest Boar's Head cold cuts on all of their signature sandwiches. Find great food and cold drinks at Biederman's Deli, located under Chase Street Market on Main Street in Plymouth. Eastwood leaves enough near side for Zero. Nice cut back to his left. But good recover there by Casarino. Leave it off to Miller, who'll clear it away from pressure. Miller was not expecting one in on him like that. A little frustrated there. And a foul call against the Eagles. Quick restart. And a wasted opportunity for the Bobcats. Sub coming in here for Kennett. Narducci will check back in the defensive line for the Eagles. Lifted forward. Zero. Looking for some help. Miscommunication. Here comes an attack for the Bobcats. A shot from distance and an easy save for Murphy. Unlucky there for Quinn Twomley. Might have gotten pulled down last second on that shot attempt. Hayes runs into a wall. Sullivan trips up. Good stop defensively. Always dangerous inside the box. Entering the 35th minute here. Pass out of the reach there. Casarino and a throw in here for the Eagles on the near side of the field. Casarino all the way across far side, one touch line to find Sullivan, bouncing out top of the 6 and cleared away out of the box by the Eagles. Gordon trying to get a little fancy, one touch shot there by Plymouth, just misses out of play. Fans, our next broadcast here with GSSN and Pemmy Baker TV will be Plymouth Regional Bobcat football next Saturday, September 7th, when Plymouth travels to Bow to take on the Falcons. Kickoff at 2 p.m. Coverage will start at 1:45 right here on the NFHS network. Casarino shot through the legs, left-footed. It's going to go wide, but Murphy covers it up. Already 11 shots unofficially for Plymouth here in the first half, the closing minutes. Far side contact. Frustration starting to pick up a little bit. Carpenter trying to find help in the middle. Almost rose to Hayes. Hayes steps away from it though. Zero will clear this one up to the midfield line. Carpenter flicks it into the center. One touch through traffic, and no one making a run on the backside. And Murphy will work it out to his left. Arducci trying to find Gordon. Green will try to settle it down instead. Sherlock has his intended pass knocked away. Gordon steps into contact. Advantage called here in favor of the Eagles. Big step up. Hayes from the top of the 18 is tackled down. It was a good tackle. It was deemed by the official right there. And an easy stop for Miller. Good outlet. Left off to Murphy. He'll play it out near side. Kept alive by Plymouth. Casarino on the left. Nice cut back to his right foot. Has room to work. Cuts back to his left. One to beat. Tries to go top near side, and it will go out of play. Good effort by Doug Casarino. There's moments left here in the first half. 1-0 Plymouth Regional out ahead. Thanks to a Pete Wingstead goal that was left onside by the defensive line of Kennett. And he gets the left foot shot off down low. Headed forward by Casarino. Cleared away nicely on the defensive line here for the Eagles by Nordwick. Nearly stolen away by Hayes, and it will roll out of play. Zero quickly in. Schmidt finds Hayes. Kennett really improving on their passing here, especially in the midfield here in the latter half, or latter part of the first half, I should say. Good step in defensively by Clark. Schmidt trying to find help with Gordon again. Those two have connected a lot here in the first half. Schmidt through ball for Ciro, and it rolls away from him right to Miller. Got under 2 minutes left in the half. Time is kept with the officials on the field. About 1 minute to go. Cryan trying to find a run up that left side. It comes back to his defensive line for Kennett. Clark will launch a through ball and send Gordon on a run. And it's out of his reach. Good recovery by Green. He'll send that out to the fence on the far side. But a deep throw in here in the closing seconds for the Eagles. Time being wasted here by Kennett. Chance for maybe one shot if they can get inside the 18. Cleared out for another throw-in. Big throw over the top. Flicked on by Gordon. Miller able to come up with it. And he's going to clear it all the way down as the whistle will blow. Halftime here in Plymouth, New Hampshire. Bobcats with a 1-0 lead thanks to Wingstead. The midpoint of the first half. We'll step aside. We come back. Second half kickoff. See if the Eagles have an answer here. You're watching Plymouth Regional High School Athletics on Granite State Sports Network and Pemmy Baker TV. Back here for the second half kickoff. 1-0 lead for Plymouth Regional here after 40 minutes of action. Pete Wingstead, the lone goal scorer here in the season opener. The great play of Riley Murphy and the rest of the Eagles have kept it a one-goal game so far through the first half. Welcome back here on GSSN and Pemmy Baker TV. Dan Salzer alongside the rest of our staff, bringing you complete coverage here, the season opener. Early kickoff, and Bobcats will send this out of play, trying to dump it into the corner and chase onto it. High booming kick out to midfield by Kennett. Green will touch it forward, and both teams will play pass one touch. Again, an absolute beautiful day here in Plymouth, New Hampshire for this season opener. Shadows creeping across the field. Good crowd here on the hill. Whistle. And we're seeing a little conversation here, maybe a little unsportsmanlike. And we are going to have a yellow card for the unsportsmanlike play. Jake Busolari will get the card. So with a card, Busolari was subbed off here in the opening couple of minutes of the second half. Good opportunity for Kennett, playing over the top, and will roll harmlessly out of play for a goal kick. Low goal kick stolen away here by the Eagles. Trimming up there is Clark. This is dumped out over midfield. Wenger will play it back to Murphy. Chance on for the Bobcats from distance, and this one's ripped wide right. Wingstead again trying to get his second of the game. Good passing by Plymouth. Ciro steps in trying to win it back for the Eagles. Outside of the foot chip goes to Gordon. He'll play it out far side, though. Too far away from his intended target. Eastwood able to get it forward, though, for Kennett. And sent out of play by Plymouth. Good throw in here for the Eagles in front of their bench. Sent out for a throw-in. Kennett's getting an attack on here early on in the second half. Loose ball inside the box, cleared away nicely last second by Carpenter. Schmidt leaves it off, dumped in, and an easy stop there for Elliot Miller. Cut down, Wingstead has some running room. On the right shot, it's deflected away. Last second slide coming in nicely there from Wenger. Be the third corner kick of the game here for the Bobcats. Casarino was set up for the corner kick. Bending in, and a stop there by Murphy. Good attack, but just too close inside the 6. Knocked out at midfield here for a throw-in. Over the top for Schmidt. Splits a couple of defenders. Has some room on the left. Cuts back to his right foot. Looking for some help with Hill. And cleared away last second. Good work by the captain and Hickson on the far side. So the first corner kick here for the Eagles. And Kennett's next game will be September 3rd when they take on Oyster River at home with a 4:30 kickoff. Up in North Conway. Top of the 18, Zero. Heavy touch. Good headed away there by Carpenter. Trying to set up a counterattack. Played forward out of the reach of Wingstead. Miscommunication. And this one's deflected into the hand of Wingstead. A lucky break, though, for Kennett. But a free kick coming out of the top of the 18. And the Bobcats will continue their two-game homestand to start the season when they take on Stevens on September 3rd. Here in Plymouth, New Hampshire, a 4 p.m. kickoff. Sure to come down and cheer on the Bobcats. Clark. Good step in by Carpenter from behind. Deflected off of Gordon, finally cleared away by the Bobcats out to the center circle. Fogarty looking for an option. Splits some defenders. Good run on here for Plymouth. Shot takes a deflection and a nice stop once again by Murphy. About 7.5 minutes into the second half. Through on the left side. Shot and a save by Murphy again. Riley Murphy has been coming up huge for the Eagles here in the season opener. Hard contact. Girard with a step in. This one lifted and will roll harmlessly out for a goal kick. Sub coming in here for Kennett. It's Darren Pratt on the intended play inside the box. Short goal kick near side. Lifted to the middle. Dangerous play here for the Eagles. Left off for Carpenter. Has some room to work on the right-hand side. He'll put this one towards net and will miss high and right. Murphy with a solid goal kick, headed though by Carpenter to the far side. Into the middle, cleared off the 6 there by Menarducci. Takes a deflection. Pratt backside, and he hooked it on the shot attempt. Looked more like a cross, but he just mishandled it on the near side. Unfortunate there for Plymouth. Had a chance to double up their lead. Another short goal kick. Just barely made it out of the 18, but a turnover in front of the Bobcat bench. Pressure starting to heat up here for Plymouth. Pushing numbers forward. Only really 3 on the back line at the moment. Casarino will lift this one top of the 18. Collision, this one takes a deflection. It's going to be off Kennett. It's off the leg of Wenger. Whistle here, sub coming on for the Bobcats. Pratt will be replaced here on the right-hand side. That's going to be that of Golden coming back in. Clark. Looking for help. Had Schmidt for a second. Green will pop this one straight up in the air. Knocked back to Clark again. To Ciro, nice through ball. Has some help in the middle. Gordon has range on his shots. Pushed off, great defense by the Bobcats once again. Heavy touch by Fogarty, able to get it forward though. Gordon into empty space. Connor Green's going to be the first one there to play it out to the far side of the field. Gordon misses on the bicycle kick attempt. Lobbed over the top. Girard keeps it in along the end line, cuts it back. This one cleared out for a corner kick. 4th one for Plymouth here this game. Last corner kick. We saw Casarino bend it right inside the 6 for an easy stop for Murphy. We'll see where this one goes for Plymouth. It's going to stack up out of the 18. This one will miss and go out for a goal kick. So again, you want to see that one top of the 6 between the penalty spot and the 6 if you're going to play it that way. That allows you to take the goalkeeper out of play. Keep him inside the 6 and try to get a running header on it. Bobcats, something to clean up here moving forward throughout the season. Carpenter gets ahead on this one. Golden sends this one to the middle. Stolen away by Kennett. Hayes under pressure, leaves it off for his defense. Out to Schmidt in the center circle, over the top, and just off sides. Well, the Eagles, good attempt on the attack. It's Jimmy McCarthy, the senior, about a step off sides. Good line by Plymouth. It's under 27 minutes left here in regulation. Knocked around in the midfield. Clark gets ahead on it, sends it far side. Serena will give chase. So knocked forward by Eastwood. Clark under pressure by 2. Takes a step in and a late foul call here on Plymouth. But the right call nonetheless. Chipped forward. Left off looking for Schmidt. Cleared away by Green. Contact far side. 2-on-4 attack here. Late run coming from Golden on the right-hand side. And a heavy touch by Wingstead. Still has control, knocked around. Murphy dives on it and will hold on for possession. Communication breakdown there inside the box. But the Eagles come out unscathed. Really impressed with the senior class here for Kennett in the season opener despite being down 1-0. Golden just out of his reach. This one takes a deflection and out of play. Again, off the shins of Wenger. Whistle before the throw-in. A couple of subs, one for each side here. 25 minutes to go in the second half. 1-0 Plymouth Regional out ahead here of Kennett High School. Green will launch this one forward. Big clearance out to midfield. Hickson sends it out of play. No other move for him. Under a lot of pressure. No help behind. Fans, if you want to advertise your business during Plymouth Regional High School athletic events here on GSSN and Pemmy Baker TV, contact us at Granite State Sports Network at granitestatesn@gmail.com and purchase your advertisement needs today. Hayes had a good battle on the far side there. Keeps possession for the Eagles. Into the middle. Left off for Schmidt. Cuts it back to his right. About 25 yards out and a stop for Miller on the shot attempt. Only the sixth shot unofficially for Kennett, but all six have been quality ones on net. Elliott Miller coming up big. And goal for the Bobcats once again. Girard under pressure. Leaves it off for Casarino. Casarino has his pocket pick there. Narducci will lift this one forward. Flicked on the header. 2-on-1 attack. Schmidt in the middle. Cuts back to his right. Has a chance at the top of the 18. Still looking for some help. And back pressure nicely done there by Fogarty. Wins possession back for Plymouth. Fogarty takes contact. Advantage on for him. Near side for Golden. Fogarty over the top for Golden, onside. And he can't outrun the pass there. Narducci gets over in time for the Eagles. We'll play it back up to midfield. Clark, quick through ball here. Schmidt onside. Very direct on the attack, though, but it's working. Hayes, right side of the 18, back into the middle. One-time shot attempt. Missed there, unfortunately, by Reed. And cleared out to the near sideline and out for a throw-in. Good attack there by Kennett. They have had some quality chances and another one here. A little bit of fatigue setting in for both sides. Clock reads 22 minutes to go. In the second half, nice long throw into the box. Cleared away. Sullivan has this one roll out of play for an Eagles throw-in just in front of us. Reed will be subbed off for the Eagles. Patel will check in. Heavy touch back to Hayes. Under pressure. Girard. Into empty space. Sullivan picks up the loose ball. Wingstead trying to spin past a couple of defenders. Has some running room on the right. Has some one to beat. Gets the shot off and a save by Murphy. Unorthodox, but doesn't matter how you make the save as long as you make it. Good punt by Murphy. And shielded out for a Bobcat throw-in. Wingstead will come off for a sub. And an illegal throw here. So a turnover will go to Kennett. There's Say Green lifted his leg on the throw. Throw tip far side, chance for the Eagles, and Miller comes off his line and makes a huge save. Great read by Elliott Miller timed it perfectly and keeps the shutout alive. Knocked around once again at midfield. Bobcats on the attack. Casarino trying to find Sullivan, but that's too far out of his reach. Late step in and a whistle called. Fogarty with a foul on the stop. Quick restart by the Eagles. Intensity starting to pick up. 0, far side. Cleared away nicely by the Bobcats. Kept in, though, with some backspin. I'm not going to say it's a throw-in. Late call here. Changing fields over to Sullivan. Slow roller to him, though. Able to step up and make the play. Sent into the corner. Sullivan in a foot race. And easily just tapped out of play for a throw-in. Wenger taking no chances, trying to allow his teammates to come back defensively. Quick throw. And off of Wenger's shin once again. Sullivan cuts to his right. Good defensive stop. Wenger's come up big for Kennett here defensively all afternoon. 0 outside of the foot, little slicer trying to put it into space. Not deep enough. Carpenter steps up, creates the turnover. Loose ball, though, 50-50. It's dangerous. Sullivan's the first one there. Chipped over the top by Fogarty into space. And the Eagles had possession for a second, though. Knocked near side. Girard with an attack, and he lifts this one well over the crossbar and out of play. Whistle here, checking on a Kennett player. That's Matt Nordwick, the junior, coming up a little gingerly on the defensive attempt there on the shot. Clark taps this one forward. Patel under pressure. Lifted forward. Foot race towards the end line. Murphy coming way out and makes a nice stop. Great job by the senior staying aggressive. In net for the Eagles. Girard making a nice run forward. Knocked forward and an offside. An easy call there for the official standing right there. Crunch time starting to settle in here for the Eagles, trailing by 1. The first half goal by Pete Winkstead. Subs for both teams coming in here. Just under 16 and a half to go. Wenger looking for a big throw in the middle. Waiting for some subs. Finds Clark. Clark sending it forward off the chest, a little bit too far away. Unlucky form as Hickson steps in. Taps it forward for Kozak. Heel flicked up to Sullivan now. 1-on-4 is Sullivan. Has some options as that's poked away. Sullivan in the middle. Good read by Hayes. But stolen right back by the Bobcats. Right side attack for Plymouth. Cross, and it's over everyone's head. Good attack on. Great run by Anton Smith. Coming in as a sub. This one lobbed in and an easy stop for Murphy. Gordon over the top. Open space. Pocheron just clears it away. Heads up defensive play by the Bobcat. Deep throw in, though, here for the Eagles. Late sub for Plymouth coming in, trying to get numbers forward. Wenger into the box, bounces through everyone. Finds it back on his foot. One-time effort, but it's a slow roller. Miller, a little trouble settling it down, but gathers it up cleanly. Need back to the center circle. Wenger trying to find Ciro. Goes to Gordon. Has some help on the right-hand side and over to Hill. Little blooper over the top. Ciro trying to turn. Gets the shot off. And Miller doesn't have to move, right into his hands. Clark to Wenger. Straight up in the air by Carpenter. 50-50, one out by the Eagles, but officials are going to call a foul here against Plymouth. Little arm tug there. Wenger, quick restart to the 18, kneed away by the defensive line of Plymouth. Pratt will send it forward, but not far enough away. Eagles attack still on. Zero trying to cut back to his right. Under 13 minutes to go in regulation. High punt from Miller. Sullivan with some good defense. Has it back into his chest and knocked away from him. Quick step up, nicely done by Green. Shadows nearly encompassing the entire right half of the field. Late in this match. Somehow, Hill keeps it alive for the Eagles. Played forward, trying to go over the top. Ogeron able to head it away from pressure. Pratt, late step up. Good work by Gordon. Sullivan gets into that pass attempt and steals it away. Here come the Bobcats. Tapped forward. Here's a chance. Right side. Shot and just whistles over the crossbar. Unlucky for Plymouth as Anton Smith had a chance on the right-hand side. Murphy with a goal kick. Sear with a heavy touch. Back to Wingstead. Back in as a substitute. Lone goal scorer here today. Wingstead trying to get his second again. Had an opportunity earlier this half. Zero with some nice defensive skills and clears it all the way down the field. Plymouth quickly back in on the left-hand side. Casarino, nice cut back to his right foot. Pratt trying to find Casarino. Not a lot of power on that pass through the line. And cleared out to the far side and an out for a Bobcat throw-in. Stolen away by the Eagles. Trying to get numbers forward here in the closing moments of this game, trailing by one. Wenger moved up to the midfield role from defensive line here. Carpenter will play it back to his captain and Nixon. Casarino Playing with a give and go here. To the middle, and Wenger calmly sends this forward. Numbers up for the Eagles if they hurry. Lifted straight through. Hickson was going to be the first one there for Plymouth, and is going to send it out for a throw-in. Wise move by the captain. Under 10 minutes left. Short throw. High kick back up into pressure from Eastwood. Hickson doesn't get a lot on that header. Played out near side. Smith looking for help. Too far out of his reach. Pratt with a nice poke, has some help on his left. Slides this one into the box and cleared away last second by the Eagles. Good comeback defensively for Shearlock. Subs for both teams once again here. Smith with a short throw. Finds Pratt. Leaves it off for some help. Pratt. To Smith. Smith has some room. Lifts this one into the box. Back post. And it's going to roll out for a goal kick. Good attempt there, trying to find Casarino on the back door. Wouldn't be surprised if we see the Eagles try to take at least one off that back line from their 4-4-2 and try to move some numbers up, at least in the midfield. Casarino, heavy touch, has it along the end line, cuts back to his right foot. Shot and a save by Murphy. Big time stop once again by the senior. Hayes under pressure from Hickson. Leaves it off for help. Poked to midfield. Schmidt passed at least one. Splits a couple of more defenders. Hickson able to play that third defender role and knock it forward. Carpenter tackled from behind and draws the foul. Hickson over to Green. Send this one forward. Carpenter reaching out, trying to keep it in the attacking half, and does so. Fogarty runs it into trouble and cleared away by the Eagles. Carpenter in midfield. Up to Wingstead. Smith senses that slide tackle coming and keeps possession. Pratt keeps control, looking for help with Green. Under 6.5 left. Headed forward up to Hayes now on the right-hand side. Casarino trying to help defensively and has some wheels. Hayes with some runs though on the right. Has it in the box. Gets the shot off. Score! Riley Hayes, the junior, ties it at 1 late in regulation with under 6 minutes to go. And what could be sending this game to overtime, Riley Hayes. He's flirted with some chances here today, but a great effort on that right-hand side. Able to cut it back in at the top of the 18 and sneaks it past Elliott Miller. Tough one there for the Bobcats, who have had most of the control here today, but we've seen time and time again that the Eagles have gotten their counterattack going, and they finally find the back of the net. More life back into this game. Knocked down by Fogarty. Plays it to the right-hand side for Girard. Into the middle. Tapped. Underneath. Shot. Score! And it's Pete Wingstead to get his second. Not more than a minute later from the tying goal, the Bobcats have retaken the lead with 5 minutes remaining. A tough one there. You wonder if Riley Murphy, a little tired, just took a poor attack angle. Unfortunately, had that little arch and it just snuck underneath his hip and found the back of the net. Don't go anywhere. This one's not over yet. Stolen away, though, by Plymouth. And in the middle, Carpenter charging forward. Wingstead looking for the hat trick, sitting inside the 18. And we have a foul call here. And it looks like it's going to be indirect. The top of the 18 or just inside for Plymouth. And it will be indirect, so it's got to be touched first. Can't go directly in. It's like only 4 in the wall here for the Eagles. They're going to get a measurement. Get that wall back 10 yards. Under 4 minutes to go. Bobcats with a chance to bury it here. See who has the run up. Touch here. Carpenter left foot off the post. Carpenter again, and he sticks it in. Shot, score! Tommy Carpenter gets the insurance goal, and just like that, we've seen 3 goals in less than 2.5 minutes. And the Bobcats have a 3-1 lead with just over 3 minutes remaining. So he was denied originally by the upright. It deflects back to Carpenter, who finds the back of the net with a one-touch effort. Left up there. Hickson under pressure. Knocked down, though. Sherlock lifts it, trying to find Hill, and it's cleared momentarily out of pressure. Bergeron heads it to the far side. It will go out for a Kennett throw-in. Big throw-in trying to find Hill. Bergeron gets the head on it. Sneaks over him, but Hickson's there to back him up. 0 has it deflected away. Shot from distance. Misses well high and wide. Good effort by Hayes, though. A lone goal scorer at the moment for Kennett. Looks like Hickson's going to take the goal kick for Miller once again here in the second half. Sent forward. And a foul here. 0 looking for the quick restart. No angle to go off of. Gonna play it on net. And Miller takes it easily. High punt from Miller. Wenger will need forward. Got under 2 minutes remaining. Clock is running, though, but it actually stops with 2 to go. And a whistle here and a push in the back against Kennett. So Plymouth just going to take their time, try to kill as much clock as possible. Knocked forward. Smith, left foot effort, and it just misses the near post. Great attempt by Anton Smith. The Bobcat offense has come alive here in the closing moments. Smith with some room to work with numbers forward from the Eagles. Girard slides this one top of the 18 for Wingstead. Looking for the hat trick. Under pressure. Good defense by Kennett. Wingstead still with possession. Gets a deflection and a save by Murphy, and he'll cover it up. Murphy with a long throw to midfield. Stolen away, over to Carpenter. Far side pass, knocked away up to Hayes. Only seconds remaining here. Time with the officials on the field. Hayes sends this one forward to Schmidt. Hill making a run on the left-hand side for the Eagles. Gordon with a little flick on the one-time effort. Back to Schmidt. Good defense from Bergeron. From distance, in on Miller, and he'll hold on to it easily. Near side for Green. Bobcats just waiting for the whistle, and there it is. Plymouth will take the victory by the looks of things. Looks like Carpenter went down with a cramp instead. The whistle did blow, but it looks like it's just going to be for the injury. So it might be formality at this point for the restart. Have a drop ball here right at midfield. Gerard will kick it into the middle. So they'll keep the clock running for a couple of more seconds here. Wingstead near side for Gerard. Shields it nicely, keeps possession right side. Nice cut back by Gerard into the box. Chance for Wingstead with a one-time effort, but it rolls off his foot to the near side for Wenger. Last attack on. And there's the whistle now. Plymouth comes away with a 3-1 victory. They open this season. It got close. A late goal coming from Riley Hayes that tied things up. Just over 5 minutes to go. But Wingstead and Carpenter put back-to-back away for Plymouth to seal the victory. That's going to do it for us here at Plymouth Regional High School. For those of you watching on Pemmy Baker TV, stay tuned for the post-game interview. But until next time, our next broadcast again will be football for the Bobcats as they take on the Falcons of Bow High School at Bow on Saturday, September 7th. Kickoff at 2 o'clock. Catch all the coverage starting at 1:45 right here with GSSN and Pemmy Baker TV, powered by the NFHS Network. Final score for the final time. It's Plymouth Regional 3, Kennett 1. We thank you for joining us here on the NFHS Network. Back here live field side with Pete Wingstead, senior captain. Pete, 2 goals here today, had a chance for maybe even 4. What was working well for you and the rest of the offense up top here today against Kennett?
I think working it through the midfield, we did very well from the defensive end to the to the offensive, and we were able to I was lucky to able get it on net, and they were able to get in, which felt good.
Looking at things, a short preseason for you and your team, how much did that kind of affect the early going of the game when you guys try to find your kind of foothold on this match?
I think we had our fitness down. We were just trying to get the ball under our feet, making better decisions, and just having passes to go to our feet. And I felt like by the end of the half we picked up a lot of what we were losing at the start, but it felt good throughout the whole game.
Looking at things for you personally, senior year, named one of your 3 captains. What does that mean to you to be a captain for the squad?
It means a lot. I spent 4 years on the team itself. This is my 2nd year on varsity. I'm proud to be a captain. I just love it so far. So, it's good.
Pete, congratulations. Great win. Best of luck moving forward.
Thank you.
Over to head coach Jesse Elderkin. And Jesse, a short preseason. I know we talked before the game started today, but kind of adversity to go through that first half. What impressed you most about here this afternoon?
Just that they were able to find the character. You go through a short preseason, and most coaches will tell you it takes a couple games to get under your belt before you find that character. But we played well. I think we struggled, like Pete said, to find each other's feet. But when we finally got that footing, it was actually the quality, like the finishing at the end. And to go ahead 1 goal and then to not be so successful and hit the post a couple times, you kind of get that monkey that's kind of presence that you just feel like it's a shield in front of the goal. And they, when they answered back, it was like they found it. It was almost a minute, and they scored the goal and the go ahead. And that's character, not giving up, persevering through adversity. I mean, that's a week and a half, almost 2 weeks into the season, and they're emerging, and that's great. It's great for a coach.
Yeah, you were talking about that late goal coming from Kennett. What was it? Was it you and the coaching staff, or was it the rest of the players that kind of had that energy for that quick answer back with the players on the field for that adversity?
Well, we were. It was just a defensive, misread, and he made a great run down the pitch, and our defender, took the inside, just took too much of inside, and I got caught on the outside. It was just a defensive mistake. And you could just, I've been around these kids long. You just saw it, and they were like, no. It was one mistake, and we give up one goal. That's not how it's going to be. That's not going to be the outcome of this. And that was that character. I kept yelling, find your teeth, and they did. It was great.
Looking at things with preseason, again, only a week and a half, what have you seen with this squad so early on that's going to really carry them throughout the season? Already back-to-back winning record seasons the last 2 years. How can you get that third and make a good run in the playoffs?
Well, I would say the thing that stands out in mind is the learning curve. Is they are just learning and becoming close-knit as a team. And that itself will carry you through difficult and adverse situations. And since they're just rocketing and becoming closer, I'm telling you, there's high potentials for this team. And I can't wait to see it. I can't.
Coach, thank you for your time. Congratulations on the season opening win.
Thank you, Dan.
So that's going to do it for us here at Plymouth Regional High School here today. The Bobcats come away with a 3-1 victory to start the 2019 campaign. For our entire staff, I'm Dan Salzer. We thank you for joining us here on Granite State Sports Network and Pemmy Baker TV. We'll see you a week from this Saturday for the season opener of football